Dogs Luggage. Once there was a man who lived in a village. He was lazing on his cot with his pet dog beside him. Suddenly, there was a knock on the door. It was the postman. He handed a letter to the man. When the man read the letter, he said to his dog, "He have to go on a long journey." Since he would be gone from his house for a few weeks, he began packing all the items that he needed. He took his clothes and other necessary items. After a while, when he had finished packing, he was exhausted. He sat down with a huge sigh of relief. But then he saw his dog standing near him. He scolded his dog, "Go and get ready. Don't you see I have finished packing?" The dog said, "Master, I have no luggage. I have been ready all this while, waiting for you." The Angry Trees. It was a cloudy day. The animals in the forest were quiet. A storm was brewing in the air, so they all stayed at home. But the trees in the forest were having a discussion. "The animals and the birds rest in our shade, but they dirty the space around us before they go," said one tree. "We should tell them not to do so," said another tree. "No, we should teach them a lesson," said yet another. Next day, when the animals came to rest under them, the trees swayed violently. The animals were afraid, so they all ran away. The place was clean and empty, and the trees were happy. But soon 2 woodcutters came there and said, "This place used to be full of animals once. Now there are none. Finally, we can cut down these trees." The trees had learned the lesson of interdependence. The Clever Judge. A hunter laid a trap in a forest. A lion got trapped in the cage. He tried to escape with all his might, but couldn't. Then he sat down quietly. Some time later, he saw a monk passing by. He called the monk and asked to be set free. "I won't harm you, I promise," he said. The monk opened the cage and freed the lion. But the lion forgot his promise and wanted to kill the monk. The monk said, "Let's call a judge." A jackal was passing by. The monk and the lion asked him to sort out the matter. Then the lion narrated whatever had happened. After listening carefully, the jackal rubbed his chin and said, "I don't quite understand. How exactly were you trapped in the cage?" "Like this," said the lion, and entered the cage. The monk quickly locked the cage and thanked the jackal. Slow but steady. There was once a hare who lived near her hill. A tortoise also lived nearby. The hare always made fun of the tortoise because he was slow. The tortoise couldn't bear the insults and one day he challenged the hare to a race. The hare was amused. He replied, "All right, whoever reaches the other side of the hill first wins." The tortoise and the hare met under the hill next day and the race began. The hare ran fast while the tortoise moved slowly, one step at a time. The hare said, "I know I am the winner," and scooted away. When the hare had gone a long way, he thought, "Let me rest a while." Then he fell asleep. When he woke up, he resumed the race. But when he got to the finishing line, he saw that the tortoise had already reached before him. Slow and steady wins the race.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.